This past year, we have seen powerful men in Hollywood and elsewhere finally held accountable for sexual harassment and assault.
In the Hollywood industry, black artists face a disproportionate risk of being wrongly accused or convicted of various crimes. The prevalent stereotype portraying black men and women as excessively aggressive, particularly in criminal or S contexts, often hinders their recognition as potential victims. In truth, black men and women might be among the least acknowledged survivors of S violence or any other injustice, as they grapple with the burden of societal expectations and biases. Cat Williams revealed eye-opening information in his impactful Club Shay Shay video. Additionally, Media Takeout has acquired insights from actor Darius McCrary, renowned for his role in the 1990s hit series Family Matters, shedding further light on the darker aspects of Hollywood.
Darius was leaving a hotel in Beverly Hills when TMZ cameras ran down on him, and he said this: "I was inappropriately touched by a Hollywood executive, and I'm not going to tell on nobody."
In a candid interview, Darius, known for his childhood role as Eddie Winslow, revealed a startling perspective asserting that virtually everyone in Hollywood, regardless of gender, has experienced inappropriate acts. Eddie emphasized, quote, "I've said this before. We've all been inappropriately touched in Hollywood. It's just what it is. We have all been inappropriately touched in Hollywood, whether the audience realizes it or not." Cat Williams, in his groundbreaking Club Shay Shay interview, caused a stir by suggesting that Hollywood men are systematically G by high-level executives, and coerced into engaging in certain activities, including those of a S nature, as a means to advance in the industry. This revelation nearly broke the internet, highlighting a disturbing aspect of the dynamics within the entertainment business. Darius McCrary is a versatile American actor, rapper, singer, and producer. He gained prominence for his portrayal of Edward Eddie Winslow, the eldest child of Carl and Harriet Winslow, on the long-running ABC-CBS television sitcom Family Matters, which aired from 1989 to 1998. McCrary made his film debut in 1987, playing the role of Scam in the comedy film Big Shots. Additionally, he lent his voice to the character Jazz in the 2007 film Transformers. Notably, from December 2009 to October 2011, he took on the role of photographer Malcolm Winters in the CBS daytime drama The Young and the Restless. His diverse career showcases his talents across various entertainment mediums. Darius McCrary revealed that he too experienced SA, recounting being inappropriately touched by an unnamed Hollywood executive when he was a young man. While not providing further details about the incident during a conversation with a TMZ reporter in Beverly Hills, McCrary did share his perspective on the recent allegations against his friend Charlie Sheen. Expressing support for Sheen, McCrary stated, quote, "All I can say is Charlie is one of the most magnificent and kind people that God ever created, and I can't see Charlie Sheen doing anything inappropriate." This comment was made in response to recent claims that Sheen, at the age of 19, had SA'd the late Corey Haim when Haim was 13. Haim's mother refuted these allegations, asserting in an interview that her son had been A by someone else, not Sheen. Quote, "People who are thirsty are always looking for a good drink, and from what I know, Charlie Sheen will quench your thirst." McCrary said of the allegations, "Drink that." McCrary continued with the thirsty line of thought, adding that he wouldn't be worried about the allegations. Quote, "But I will say this though," McCrary said, "I was inappropriately touched by a Hollywood executive and I'm not gonna tell on nobody. This happened when I was a young man. I'm not thirsty," he said, "so I ain't gotta tell my business." However, not only him, there are many male artists who have been allegedly inappropriately touched by the people of the industry. One other man that came out as a victim was Cory Feldman. Recently, Cory Feldman has been outspoken about the potential exploitation of young talents in Hollywood, often facilitated by their handlers. Over the past few months, a series of revelations have come to light, shedding light on different facets of the entertainment industry. This includes the behavior of the Hollywood elite and the exploitation of individuals brought to public attention through a controversial film. As the industry's darker side becomes more visible, an ongoing stream of revelations continues to surface.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Cory that are still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
Women in the entertainment industry have been bravely coming forward to share their experiences, providing a glimpse into the disconcerting truths that lurk behind the glamorous facade of Hollywood. Unfortunately, not all these accounts are met with the gravity they warrant, as illustrated by the case of Cory Feldman. Despite his earnest efforts to speak out against the A and E he endured in the industry, his claims frequently fell on deaf ears or were dismissed. Nonetheless, he persisted and ultimately found a means to unveil the truth about his experiences.
And Marty Weiss was a guy who'd been kidnapping me since I was 11 years old. He was part of the science fiction awards or whatever. It was
Cory Feldman's claims about his experiences in Hollywood have not received the attention they deserve. He entered the industry as a child actor and gained fame for his role in the '85 film The Goonies. Unfortunately, like many young actors, Cory had to confront inappropriate behavior, not only from individuals within the industry, but also from his own family. These experiences shed light on the darker aspects of Hollywood that young actors may face.
Yeah, so by Goonies I started to lose a little bit of it, and then by Stand By Me is where I like, okay, came into my...
Were you already doing coke on Stand By Me?
No.
Cory Feldman began his acting career at the tender age of 3. At such a young age, a child cannot provide informed consent or fully understand the implications of entering the entertainment industry. It often falls upon the parents to make these decisions, and it's clear that Cory's mother was aware of the potential financial gains associated with her child's career. This early start in the industry would shape Cory's life in profound ways, as he would go on to face the challenges and darker aspects of Hollywood.
My mom was doing it with somebody on the set of The Lost Boys.
Okay.
This hot little Asian woman.
In the 1980s, there was a lack of awareness and knowledge, especially among young actors, on how to protect themselves from potential A and E in Hollywood. Cory Feldman's experiences during that era became a cautionary tale for future generations entering the industry.
When you get to those ages, all of a sudden they start treating you more like you're an adult, right? And the work code still applies.
In 2013, Cory Feldman courageously released a memoir detailing the mistreatment he and co-star Corey Haim endured at the hands of powerful men in Hollywood when they were just 11 to 13 years old.
I was like, oh, okay, well, she makes it sound so easy and harmless, I might as well. If my mom's doing it, how bad could it be, you know?
Cory Feldman revealed that the A&E he faced during his career, particularly in his childhood years, had lasting effects. He shared that his struggles with substance A in later life were, in part, a result of the trauma endured during those difficult years.
We did it, we had fun, it was like, you know, we were talking, we were sitting in this girl's apartment, she takes me out driving, she taught me how to drive a stick shift, high on
During one of his interviews, Cory Feldman discussed his decision to speak out and potentially reveal the names of those who harmed him and Haim. The entertainment industry, plagued with allegations of mistreatment, especially concerning child actors, finds another example in the case of Brooke Shields. It underscores the urgent need for greater awareness and protection for child actors to ensure their well-being and prevent A. Feldman's willingness to shine a light on these issues has sparked crucial conversations and may lead to changes in how the entertainment industry addresses and prevents A and mistreatment, especially among its youngest members.
I can tell you that the #1 problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be pedophilia.
Nobody talks about yet.
It's the big secret.
Cory Feldman has been unveiling alleged dark activities within Hollywood from the outset. However, as he became increasingly outspoken, certain individuals within the industry, including Barbara Walters, sought to suppress his voice, hindering further disclosure.
And they
do not want me saying what I'm saying right now.
Are you saying that they're files?
Yes.
Barbara Walters, celebrated for her incisive interviews, appears to have pushed boundaries in a recently uncovered video clip from an October 2013 episode of The View. In this segment, the seasoned media personality delved into the sensitive topic of Cory Feldman's past experiences of A. Feldman had made an appearance on the show to discuss his memoir Choreography.
And that they're still in this business?
Yes.
That's what, yeah, and that's what you're saying in your book. When you talk to when you talk to
And they don't
parents,
want me here right now. Trust
Cory.
me.
He further went on saying, quote, "They would throw these parties where you'd walk in and it would be mostly kids and there would be a handful of adult men. They would also be at the film awards and children's charity functions." Many observers remarked that Barbara Walters appeared to prioritize Hollywood's reputation over Cory Feldman's allegations of childhood SA during her interview with him.
You're
Sunglasses are
damaging
not
an
good.
entire industry.
I'm sorry, I'm
clear
not
up.
trying
You said
to.
that-
I'm just trying to say that it's a very important, serious topic.
The video clip began to gain significant online attention in the midst of the increasing wave of mistreatment allegations against prominent figures in Hollywood, including film producer Harvey Weinstein. Other actors were also sharing their experiences of SH in the industry. Numerous social media users rallied behind Cory Feldman's allegations, with many noting that his story was one of the earliest to come to mind when the New York Times and the New Yorker published damning reports about Weinstein. One person among internet users wrote, quote, "I can't believe he didn't stop and just call her out on what she just said. He heard about P and sided with the P. Everyone glosses past it. It's the worst part of a horror movie to me. The realization that everyone is okay with the horror happening." Another one added, quote, "It has taken this man so long to finally tell the truth about what the people with power do to others, and have done to him and his friends or those around him. God bless you, Cory. I pray for you and your loved ones. You have finally done it. You can now rest knowing you finally got the truth out." These cases obviously show that SA is not limited to the color, but statistics prove that the victims are still mostly black. In the landscape of entertainment legacies, only a handful of family names truly resonate, and the Gooding family is etching its place alongside the iconic Jackson 5. Despite assumptions that their journey mirrors the smooth trajectory of the Jacksons, the reality unfolds in narratives steeped in challenges encountered within the industry. Now Omar Gooding, the younger brother of renowned actor Cuba Gooding, has recently offered insights into the intricacies of his career in the entertainment industry. In doing so, he has illuminated the unique struggles faced by black actors, highlighting the compromises often demanded for success in the industry. Recent revelations from the actor indicate that he faced a series of less than ideal propositions at the peak of his career. According to him, refusing these offers appeared to mark the end of his career as he knew it. Beyond just the roles offered, the actor expressed feeling the brunt of the industry due to the personal struggles, some of which nearly left him financially strained during the prime of his career. Omar delved into his observation that there seems to be a concerted effort in the industry aimed at black male actors. He disclosed that in his case, the situation is more complex than usual, because he had specific reasons why he would, quote, not compromise on his masculinity.
Because I'm the type of man that will not compromise for two reasons.
To begin with, Omar Gooding holds the belief that given his penchant for frequent travel, taking on a role that portrayed him in a manner inconsistent with how he wished to be perceived as an actor was absolutely off the table for him.
One, I'm the type of person that moves around in the world. So I know how, I couldn't do something even and be like, all right, fine, it's just acting.
Indeed, Omar Gooding's perspective makes sense considering the strong attachment fans often have to well-known actors in their roles. Being associated with a character, especially one involving unconventional elements like dressing, could lead to fans addressing him based on that role in real life. For Omar, avoiding such roles becomes a choice to lead a life where he doesn't constantly have to explain to people that his on-screen portrayals are just acting and not reflective of his personal life. The desire to steer clear of potential misunderstandings and misperceptions seems to be a driving factor. Additionally, Omar expresses a genuine belief that he couldn't convincingly pull off such roles even if he wanted to. This adds another layer to his decision to distance himself from that aspect of Hollywood, aligning his choices with both personal comfort and authenticity in his craft.
There's certain roles I just wouldn't even consider because I'm not gonna be able to pull it off, man. I'm offend them more than they gonna be offended by me saying something slanderous. They gonna be just like, oh, come on now, really?
Omar Gooding openly shared that if ever placed in a situation where he had to portray a role like that, he would likely approach it in a way that could be deemed offensive by many. Not out of intentional provocation, but rather because he genuinely believes he lacks the inclination and suitability for such roles. Using his own experience as a cautionary tale, Omar advised emerging actors against hastily accepting roles just because they may feel limited in their options. He emphasized the importance of waiting for opportunities that align with their genuine interests rather than being coerced into something contrary to their preferences.
Keep waiting. Don't feel like, you said give it to him sometimes. Look, don't feel like you have to do anything. You don't have to do nothing.
Importantly, Omar's experience sheds light on a broader issue in Hollywood, and he is not the sole black celebrity who has spoken out against the industry's dark side. Actor Christian Keyes is another figure who has addressed the challenges and complexities within the entertainment business. On December 16th, Christian Keyes, star of All the Queen's Men, bravely broke his silence, revealing years of alleged SH from a powerful billionaire figure in Hollywood. Keyes disclosed that he faced inappropriate advances, including an offer of $100,000 to strip. During an hour-long Instagram live session, he opened up about his decision to take the scenic route in his career after turning down propositions that compromised his principles. At one point, he also unveiled a small recording device, revealing that he's been carrying something similar for years. He says that sometime soon, he'll be handing over the recordings he's captured of this person to authorities. The wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police, he explained. Because SH is a crime, attempted SA is a felony. Keyes claims to have rejected the unnamed man on various occasions. He says that he started carrying the recording device in order to have evidence if his refusal to participate impacted his career. Quote, I was like, I need to protect me. I'm saying no and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work, so I started recording, he recalled. Keyes alleges that the man once offered him $100,000 to take his clothes off, attempted to get into bed with him, and more. Countless fans and peers have shown the actor support after hearing his story, noting how difficult it can be for victims to come forward. Claudia Jordan, for example, took to her Instagram story to applaud him. "He told me some of this 15 years ago verbatim and said one day he was going to come forward," she wrote. "I commend him for his bravery." In his candid revelation, Keys emphasized that he refused to compromise his integrity for success, asserting, quote, "I didn't sell my soul or my expletive for success." He expressed hope that people would believe him when he eventually names the shady and predatory public figure involved. Keys claimed to possess recordings of the misconduct spanning nearly 2 decades using discreet devices like digital voice recorder pens for protection. Keys did not delve into specific details about the harasser, but hinted at the imminent exposure of their identities, stating, quote, "At some point soon, it's going to have to come out. I kept one of those on me since 2005. He explained that the decision to record was a form of self-protection, ensuring that the powerful individual wouldn't interfere with his career by attempting to discredit him. The Detroit native is poised to reveal more about the harrowing experiences he endured throughout his decades-long acting career. Keys further disclosed that the powerful individual involved in the misconduct felt emboldened, allegedly asserting, quote, "He had multiple young black men on the payroll, and they would just show up when he requested them to be there." Despite alluding to the existence of other victims, Keys mentioned the presence of confidentiality and non-disclosure agreements that might be silencing them. Nevertheless, he clarified that these agreements do not prevent him from providing evidence of criminal activity. Fans quickly speculated on the identity of the alleged perpetrator, with many pointing fingers at Tyler Perry. This speculation gained traction as Keys had a significant career breakthrough in Perry's stage plays, which laid the foundation for Perry's billion-dollar production company. The actor and Perry have collaborated on various projects since 2005, the time when Keys claims the harassment began. Perry is also an executive producer of the Bet series All the Queen's Men, created by Keys. Social media discussions unfolded around the possibility of Perry being the individual hinted at by Keys. Some argued that Perry wouldn't continue working with Keys if the allegations were true. While others noted that Perry's reputation has faced scrutiny in the past, some urged neutrality until Keys revealed the complete details of his allegations. But if you think you've heard the worst, you are in for a shocker. In 2016, Terry Cruz, the former NFL linebacker turned actor, found himself thrust into the heart of a Hollywood scandal that would send shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Despite his comedic macho roles on the popular TV show Brooklyn Nine-Nine and his charismatic presence in various commercials, Cruz was about to confront a traumatic experience that would leave an indelible mark on his life. The incident unfolded at a lavish Hollywood party in February 2016, where Terry Crews and his wife, Rebecca King Cruz, were socializing with the creme de la creme of Tinseltown. It was at this event that Cruz encountered a powerful Hollywood super agent who reportedly represented some of the industry's biggest names, including Liam Hemsworth, Emma Stone, Sylvester Stallone, and Adam Sandler. Naturally excited to meet such a high-profile figure, Cruz initially approached the encounter with enthusiasm. As the night progressed, Cruz noticed that the behavior of this influential individual towards him was becoming increasingly inappropriate. The agent began leering at Cruz from across the room, making overtly S gestures with his tongue. Initially, Cruz brushed it off, thinking it might be a misguided attempt at humor. However, the situation took a disturbing turn when the agent allegedly grabbed Cruz inappropriately, right in front of his wife. Shocked and horrified, Cruz attempted to push the agent away, demanding an explanation for this unacceptable behavior. Rebecca King Cruz, who seemingly witnessed the entire incident, stood by her husband's side during this traumatic moment. The couple expressed their astonishment at the audacity of the elite figure, especially considering they had never engaged in a conversation with him prior to the party.
I couldn't talk because you just keep replaying it. Keep replaying it. Like, did this happen? What in the world?
Despite enduring immense emotional turmoil, Terry Crews made the difficult decision to keep the incident under wraps initially. He expressed that the fear of being labeled as a victim and the potential consequences of speaking out weighed heavily on his mind. Cruz grappled with the dilemma of whether revealing the truth would jeopardize his career and alter the public's perception of him.
When I tell you, the way he looked at me, the way he giggled, it was one of those things where he was like, hey man, no one's ever gonna believe you.
However, in the wake of the Harvey Weinstein scandal and the growing Me Too movement, Terry Crews found the courage to break his silence. He took to Twitter to share his own experience with SA through a series of tweets that read, quote, "I was going to kick his A right then, but I thought twice about how the whole thing would appear." Quote, 240-pound black man stomps out Hollywood honcho would be the headline the next day. Only I probably wouldn't have been able to read it because I would have been in jail, so we left. That night and the next day, I talked to everyone I knew that worked with him about what had happened. He called me the next day with an apology, but never really explained why he did what he did. I decided not to take it further because I didn't want to be ostracized, par for the course when the predator has power and influence. I let it go, and I understand why many women who this happens to let it go. Who's going to believe you? Few. What are the repercussions? Many. Do you want to work again? Yes. Are you prepared to be ostracized? No. I love what I do, but it's a shame and the height of disappointment when someone tries to take advantage of that. He knows who he is, but sometimes you have to wait and compare notes with others who have been victimized in order to gain a position of strength. I understand and empathize with those who have remained silent, but Harvey Weinstein is not the only perpetrator. The cryptic tweets seem to function as a means for Terry Crews to test the waters and assess the public's response. When he eventually decided to speak out, the reactions were mixed, encompassing both support and skepticism. Some questioned how a physically imposing former NFL player could be a victim of such an A, highlighting the prevailing misconceptions about power dynamics and the impact of harassment regardless of one's physical stature. One person wrote, quote, "I love Terry Crews. I'm not surprised that he is also a survivor of A in Hollywood. He's an amazing person, actor, and dancer. He's so funny too. I'm happy he's finally able to come out about the A. Good for you, Terry." Another one added, quote, "He didn't keep it under wraps. He said something when the Me Too movement came out about Weinstein. I saw it. He told then and he's telling now. That's the way you fight a predator. When you tell, they know. God help the children." Well, not only black men, but black women have also gone through the same essay. Despite the common belief that celebrities, especially megastars, are shielded from the harsh realities of Hollywood, it appears that their struggles can be even more intense than those of others in the industry. This became evident with the rise of discussion surrounding attacks against women on social media. Observers noted a lack of representation of people of color in these conversations. Lupita Nyongo is among the few shedding light on the reasons behind this disparity and is openly sharing the details. Lupita shared a personal account of her experiences in the industry, revealing a disturbing encounter with the disgraced producer Harvey Weinstein. In a published opinion piece in the New York Times, she disclosed that during their initial meeting at a restaurant, Weinstein not only attempted to buy her alcohol, but also tried to give her a massage after relocating their meeting to his house for a movie.
Oscar-winning actress Lupita Nyongo says she's part of a growing community of women speaking out about alleged harassment by Harvey Weinstein. The major Hollywood star says it was time to step forward.
Lupita recounted a second encounter with Weinstein, having first met him in 2011 at a Berlin Awards ceremony while she was still a student at Yale. In this subsequent meeting, Weinstein invited her to a screening at his home after sharing lunch at a restaurant in Westport, where he resided. Lupita detailed Weinstein ordering her a vodka soda and pressuring her to drink it, adding another layer to her unsettling experience in the entertainment industry. Quote, "Harvey told me that I needed to drink the vodka and diet soda. I informed him that I would not," she wrote. "Why not?" I remember him asking. "Because I don't like vodka and I don't like diet soda and I don't like them together," I said. "You are going to drink that," he insisted. I smiled again and said that I wouldn't. He gave up and called me stubborn. I said I know. After finishing their meal, she and Weinstein relocated to his home, where Lupita was introduced to his domestic staff and children.
Actress Lupita Nyongo, who released a 4-page, really interesting, compelling, and disturbing accusation of her experience with Harvey Weinstein.
Moreover, Oprah is also believed to be involved in ST. This was confirmed by Cindy Crawford. Her first encounter with Oprah Winfrey was markedly different from her later appearance on Oprah's Masterclass in 2013. During that interview, Cindy Crawford opened up about the impact of her appearance on her self-perception. According to Crawford, as reported by ABC News, she felt judged based on her looks, prompting her to take a proactive stance in representing herself as more than just a physical presence. Quote, "I felt judged by the way that I looked. I think it set me on a course to represent myself as someone who has a brain," she said. It is unfortunate that Hollywood has been a place where many artists have faced significant challenges and hardships. While these stories represent only a fraction of the countless experiences, many people suggest that they contribute to a growing conversation about the need for positive change and equal opportunities for all artists, regardless of their background.